Hey, Bayek, it's me, Ian, and in today's video, I'm going to look at this. Yes, this is Smile from 2022, this year. Yes, well, I just had to do this review. I mean, it was released officially here on the 26th, the Boxing Day, and it's come through. I had it on pre-order, and it's come through, and I'm just absolutely fantastic. Oh yeah, this is I just had to do this video. I've already watched it a couple of times. This was, I suppose people will say it's a blind buy, but I knew it was a certainty that I'd love this film. I'd read so much about it. I always have a strong feeling if I'm going to love a film, and well, this is just proof of it. I'll tell you, it's a proof. Actually, it's great. I mean, what a year it's been. There's been some great films. Oh yeah, and I mean, I'm thinking about X. I mean, we started off with, and these films that I've actually watched. Fresh, I watched recently. I don't know how I missed that. What a film that was! Wow. And then Barbarian. Oh yeah. Oh wow. There's been some great films, and now this goes into that category as well. Great film. So let me just talk about this film. You know, that's what we're here for, isn't it? Anyhow, Reet. So this film is 115 minutes long, and if you look on Rotten Tomatoes, which we do, even though sometimes I don't, it's got 80%, which is pretty good, I suppose, but there's still the usual criticisms there, which I might talk about, or I might not do. But anyhow, we'll see how it goes. Anyhow, this is a debut direction from Parker Finn, who has also written this as well. So, well, what a debut. That's all I'm going to say. Now, it's based upon his short film from 2020, which is called Laura Hasn't Slept. Apparently, Paramount were very impressed and wanted him to expand this. So he's developed from this story, which is absolutely superb. What can I say? But it's just, I mean, look at that cover. Look at that there. Smile. That primeval smile. And it's just, oh yeah, it's so spot on this film. It really is. It just sums up how great this film is. Well, it was on a budget of 17 million. And guess what? It's made in the box office, and so far, $216.1 million. So I mean, that is amazing. The return on that. And to think, originally, it was just going to go on Paramount streaming channel, which they wanted to, because they'd only launched it this year, and they wanted to, sort of beef that up. But the audience reaction was so good that, well, get it into the box office. And I'm definitely all in favour of that. I love it when they actually have the confidence to put it in the box office. It's great, absolutely. So that's a great start for this film. How would I describe it? It's a psychological, supernatural horror drama. And even that just seems just words. Because, how do I describe this? I describe it as, well, an experience, a wonderful journey. It is fantastic when you watch this. For me, it was just great. I'm just going to the cast as well. Sosie Bacon, she stars as Dr. Rose Cotter, and I didn't know this, but I found out she's the daughter of the wonderful Kevin Bacon. Yeah, what a talent, and what a talent she is in this film. We'll go into that a bit more as well. I'll just go to the rest of the cast. We've got Jesse T. Husher, who plays Trevor, who's a fiance. Then we've got another key character, which is Kyle Galliner, who plays Joel. And that is important. Now, Joel is her ex-boyfriend, but he's also a police detective as well. Then we've got Robin Weingart. I think that's how you pronounce it. She is crucial because she's Rosa's therapist. She has quite an important role in this film. And then we've got Kathleen Stacey playing it's only a short part. She is the patient who commits suicide in front of Rose. This is near the beginning. And she was from the original Laura Hasn't Slept short film from 2020. So it's a nice connection with that. What I like to say straight away is that Saucy Bacon just absolutely puts everything into this role physically, because it is quite a physical role as well. She's in most scenes in this film, and mentally she really puts it out there. Wow, what a performance. Because it's interesting how the character sort of descends from all the experiences as it goes on in the film. You see that wonderful way she portrays this descent. Is it a descent into madness? Is it a descent into an area where the supernatural collides with the real world? Or is it a descent into true mental illness based upon a trauma, which the trauma we see at the beginning of the film when a mum commits suicide. I think she's about 10 years old when she sees this. And that trauma, as we know, can affect a life forever. And it's how that person deals with that trauma. And in mental illness, it's a major part of trying to come to terms with these events and the trauma that happens. And this is what this film is also about. As usual with a great horror film, there's so much depth into this film. And I think that what so impresses me, having watched this now, just twice I've watched this already because I'm so impressed. I knew I'd love it. I just know instinctively. And as I say, the film is the concept is that when the patient commits suicide, we get this smile. Now, the smile, that primeval smile here, is very sinister. It's a sinister smile. It's something we all can recognize. And this film is trying to say that this smile is an entity, an evil entity which takes over the patient. And they're seeing this and they commit suicide. And then it sort of passes on. It's brilliant. I don't want to go too much into the story because I don't want to spoil it. But the film develops this narrative, and it's wonderful watching Rose descend into this. It's entertaining, but it's also very frightening. And also, you're there wondering what is going to happen. How is this going to end? And that's what I love. And you get the jump scares. I love jump scares when they're like this. I know people go, "Hey, you're too many jump scares." That's always a criticism. What are these people on about? This is what horror is the enjoyment of it. And also people think that, when you get flashbacks. I love flashbacks as well. And I love people's dreams as well. because dreams also give you an idea of a person's psychological outlook, and we get plenty of that. And again, people want often straight narratives, which I enjoy straight narrative. But one of the fun for me is when you get these kind of things. What I love about horror, you know, you're there wondering and enjoying it, but you have that sort of anxiety as well with it. Quite often you're thinking, well, you know, what is really going on here? You know, you're trying to work it all out. And how is this going to end? I'm always thinking that. And that's part of the fun and what I love about a really good horror film. And the thing is, we're still producing them. You know, people say, hey, they don't make them like olden days. I know I review a lot, and you know how much I love old horror films, and I still do, but I love it that we can create within the genre. It's such a wide genre now, and like sci-fi, it can tell stories that are about now, about the world as it is, and how people cope with things. This is a wonderful thing about these films, and they're so entertaining as well. There's nothing like, you know, you love that on the edge feeling, and wonderful. That's why I say I love all these things in this film, and it is definitely one of the best films I've seen, and I've seen some great films. It's up there with all my favourite films of this year, of 2020, and will continue to be. I'll watch this over the years. I can't really say. I think I'm going to continue to delve into it even more. It's that good, you know. One time, 2 times, 3 times, you just keep watching it and you discover so much, and that is always a great sign of a wonderful film. I've got sort of, in the way I watch films, I've got like comfort kind of films that I've watched and years and years and still love to come back to them. And then there are films that I just absolutely, I come back to because I'm always discovering new things about those films. The great all-time great films that you just love and live with. And this is what it's about. And Smile, I think, for me, is going to do that. I can feel it already, just the way it is. So I'm so pleased, as I say, that I got this film, and I highly recommend it. If you love this kind of horror, you're going to love this. And don't be put off by critics and people who say this and that. You know, just watch this and appreciate it, and don't be put off at all. Love it, absolutely love it. It's like the performances, the direction, it's just top form. It's just, you can't really, you know, the script, everything. It's just there. The special effects, fantastic, you know. That's how good it is. It is. So if you haven't seen it, try and see it. And hopefully we're going to get more films like this in 2023. That's what I'm just hoping for, and I'm sure it will happen, because there is some good films coming up on the pipeline, I'll tell you. Anyhow, I won't talk about them. I don't want to bore. So this it is. Now, this 4K edition, absolutely superb. The quality as usual on a 4K. There's only the one disc, which is the 4K disc, but that's all you need. You don't always need the Blu-ray. And the extras are fantastic. I say the short film Laura Hasn't Slept, which is based on how that develops into this, is on here as well. That's a great extra. You get on the extras, you get some more insight into the film, and what more do you want? Great 4K disc. Oh, and I know for all you slipcover fans, look, there it is. There's the slipcover. Yeah, great. It's a Paramount release. Well done, Paramount. You know, great. Okay, so all I'm going to say is, as usual, I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you do and want to know more when I produce them, subscribe. Yes, subscribe. And, well, if you love this video, give it a like, please. It helps so more people see it and think, oh, I'll have a look at that as well. And it all helps, you know, and it's cost note. So that's great. So, fantastic. That's all I've got to say. I'll see thee, and I'll see thee again.